could easily take away everything you've given me. And I try to remember not to take anything for granted, 'cause I know that one day.
Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back to my page. Now, in this video, we will look at biology UTME CBT questions. So this question is going to give us idea about biology UTME question CBT precisely. Now you have to be very fast and accurate for you to be able to answer your time within short period of time. So biology does not have a lot of calculation in it, but simple calculation. So now what do we have for the first question, which says sources of air pollutants are, okay, so you look at your options critically so you will be able to choose your answer conveniently. So we have sulfur dioxide, we have the atmosphere, the air is an air pollutant, vehicle exhaust and aerosol. They are the correct answer for that question. So we go to the next question, which says the body of a snail is divided into, okay, for snail, his body is divided into two, which are the visceral mass and the fruit. Okay, an adaptation for defense in animals is, alright, this one is for securing mate in toad, basking in lizard, no, spine in the porcupine fish. Okay, that is the answer. It uses that for defense. And the next question, which says the movement of euglena toward the source of light is, okay, so that is positive tactic movement, okay, because it is an amoeba and the whole part of the organism is going to respond to stimuli. Now the next question says during mitosis, the stage at which the chromosome lines up around the equator is called, so that stage where the chromosome lines up, okay, where the chromosome separate and then they line up, we have some there and some here, okay, that is the metaphase. All right, that is the metaphase. So here are the chromosome lining up at the equator. So the quick one, the next question says the waste product of insects is uric acid. Next question says a section that occur on an abandoned farmland is a land that has existed before. So now section now occur there again. Okay, we have the secondary. So that is actually secondary succession. That is secondary succession. Now in Nigeria, Southern Guinea savanna is found in Kogi and then Kwara. Okay, so we have the biomes. Now the next question here says which of the following is associated with the dark stage of photosynthesis? Okay, so we have photophosphorylation, assimilation of carbon dioxide, rather photophosphorylation, photolysis, excitation of chlorophyll. Okay, now the dark stage occurs in the stroma, and that answer there is the assimilation of carbon dioxide. Now the part of mammalian skin that secretes metabolic waste is the sweat gland. Okay, that secretes sweat, and sweat is a waste product. Now the feeding relationship that exists between a tick and a cow is, okay, we have parasitism, mechanism, saprophytism, commensalism, and the correct answer there is parasitism. You have to be careful. There is nothing the cow is deriving from the tick, but the tick is actually deriving a lot from the cow. Now the next question says the type of fruit that is formed from a single flower having several fiery carpels is several fruit priesthood, the female reproductive part. So that is an aggregate fruit, aggregate fruit. Now the next question is the parts that perform urogenital function in the male reproductive system is the, so when I say urogenital, That is, that part is responsible for reproduction and excretion, and that is the urethra. And the next question, what does it say? The components of blood in man. We have the red blood cell, white blood cell, plasma, and then the platelet. So option D is correct in that case. And the next question, the development of big muscle by a wrestler is an example of acquired character, which is also known as the environmental character. Quick one. In the next question, we have that the lack of nucleus is a feature of erythrocyte. The erythrocyte, which is the red blood cell, has no nucleus. All right. Now, a universal recipient of blood belongs to blood group AB. It is the universal recipient. He accepts blood from all groups. Now, the internal structure of the leaf that has large airspace is the spongy mesophyll. All right, a spongy mesophyll. The quick one, an example of arboreal animal, okay, animal that live on treetops or trunks, that is a squirrel. Okay, now the next question says the movement of sugar from the leaf to other parts of plants is translocation. All right, now it is very, very essential for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more about this forthcoming exam. In few days, we're gonna review secrets for basic subject like physics, chemistry, and biology. So now, when you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you will have access to most of these things. Now, in this question, we have gaseous exchange in annelids is more advanced and efficient compared to flatworms because we have the first option. The cell of their epidermis have no blood capillaries. They have cell wall developed respiratory structure. C, their cylindrical shape give high surface area to volume ratio. Their surface area to volume ratio is low. So their cylindrical surface give high, surface area to volume ratio because they are cylindrical. Now the next question it says the structure that joins the two strands of chromosome together is the centromere. All right, good. Quick one. The next question says when a colorblind woman marries a normal man, what is the probability of their son being color blind? Now, a colorblind woman, let's represent that as capital X and small x, for instance, and marries a man who is normal. So we write that as XY. Okay, now when we cross this and this, that's X is being formed there, and this is SY, this is X, and then small x, and then we have X, Y. All right, so now he said when a colored blind woman marries a normal man, what is the probability of their son being colorblind? Now, the colorblind is from the woman that has these genes or the chromosome XX. Now, when we look at all the offspring, the first filial generation, all of them, they have the probability of being colorblind because they have the chromosome XXXX in there. So the answer there is 100%. Now, in the next question, the correct pathway for blood flow from the heart to the tissue of mama is from heart to the artery, arterioles to tissue. Okay, that would be the correct answer there. Now the next question says, tall trees with buttress roots and evergreen leaves are characteristic feature of tropical rainforests. Alright, now I want you to note again that biology question will be set on 5 aspects. The first aspect, which is varieties of living organisms. The second aspect is forms and function. Third aspect is ecology. The fourth aspect is evolution and adaptation. Then the fifth aspect is genetics and variation. So those are the aspects you are going to ask question on in biology. That is quite very important for you to know as a student of biology who is preparing for biology. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It will really be very, very helpful. The gene crossing over occur during meiosis. The next question says, in genetic counseling, a man with hemoglobin formation HbA, HbS, that is AS, precisely, is most preferred to marry a woman of. So it will advise a man who is AS to marry a woman who is AA, so that they will not have an individual which will be sickle cell. So now A on the hemoglobin. So option A is correct there. It is advisable for the man to marry a woman with blood group A and A. Now the ecological instrument used to measure wind direction is to measure the direction of wind. We use the wind vane. To measure the speed of wind, we use the anemometer. Now, quick one. The growth of mucus on a piece of bread is saprophytism. Alright. Now, the next question says, the conversion of atmospheric carbon into chemical bond energy occur during photosynthesis. Alright, photosynthesis, where carbon dioxide reacted with oxygen in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight to produce starch. Now the next question is, the display of male agama lizard is to attract female for mate. That is in agama lizard. Now the next question says, the end product of the digestion of carbohydrates is glucose. The sum total of all observable feature of an organism is the sum total of physical, that is phenotype. So sorry guys, kindly subscribe to this channel for you to see many more of our videos academically. So subscribing will give you more information about our videos whenever we drop them. So do much to try and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Now we have the next question, which says, pentadactyl plan of the 4 limbs of frog, bird, horse, whale, and man is a proof of evolution. Okay, is a proof of evolution. Quick one. Said the under-secretion of thyroxine in children results in. The under-secretion of thyroxine before maturity is cretinism, results into cretinism. Now, petaloid sepal serve the function of, so the sepals, okay, the petaloid sepals serve the function. The sepal is meant to protect the other floral parts of the plant. So now the answer is the protecting the inner floral part of the plant. Now, the next question, which says, the system of classification in which there are 7 hierarchies from kingdom to species was introduced by the scientist Carolus Linnaeus. And the next question, an adaptive feature of camel to the desert is ability to increase sweat Production, no. Ability to pass high amount of urine, no. Ability to tolerate low degree of dehydration, ability to tolerate high degree of dehydration. So ability to tolerate low degree of dehydration. So it doesn't have to dehydrate itself. It is if it is actually in the desert for it not to, activate and causing dehydration in it. So now the next question here, I don't know if you can see this question, this diagram properly. Now they said the part label 2. This is actually volvulus. It contains different chlamydomonas cells. So they said the part label 2. Okay, this is the part label 2, and that is the cytoplasmic thread or the cytoplasmic connections that answer that. Now I think we have the same diagram in the next question, and which says the organism above is a volvulus. The organism actually is a volvulus. So we have another diagram here showing the mouth parts of a bird. That's the beak. So they look at the structure of the beak, very elongated. Okay, so I believe you should be able to see that very well. Now they said the beak structure of the organism is best adapted for sucking nectars. We have pecking crabs, killing and picking fish, then pecking what? Okay, so now it depends on the kind of fish. Anyways, so now let's check that again. Okay, it uses that to suck nectars. All right, now the final question, and what does it say? The question says that one of the function of water in seed germination, okay, is to actually activate enzymes. That is the function of water in seed germination. So that is the end of the question. Please try as much as possible to share this video with your friends, with colleagues. Advise them to also subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you want us to give you any video, if you want us to discuss any topic for you in any of the science subject, do much as possible to drop comment for us in the comment section. All right, so it will be very, very advisable for you to rally yourself around each of these questions here, then expand your horizon on it. Because if they will set question for you, and if it is quite different from this, then do know that it will be around this scope. It will be around this scope. Biology questions have 5 different aspects. The first aspect is varieties of living organisms. The second aspect is form and function. The third aspect is ecology, which is the widest part of ordinary level biology. Then we have the fourth aspect, which is genetic and variation. And the last one is adaptation and evolution. All right, so I'm going to call it quiz there. So till we meet again in our next video, do not forget to subscribe.